Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. The story that is shaking the NFL right now is nothing less than historic, and fans everywhere are trying to process what just happened. The San Francisco 49ers have pulled off what many are already calling the biggest signing of all time, securing none other than TYREEK Hill, the man known across the league as the Cheetah. This is not just a move. This is a statement, a declaration that the Niners are not here to play around, but to dominate the league in a way we may not have witnessed before. Imagine the already dangerous San Francisco offense, stacked with weapons like Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, and George Kittle, now adding Hill's unmatched speed and explosiveness into the mix. Defenses were already struggling to contain Kyle Shanahan's playbook, but with Hill stretching the field, the dynamics of this team are set to explode to levels we might not even be ready for. Fans are buzzing, analysts are stunned, and rival teams are in shock, asking the same question. How did the Niners pull this off, and what comes next? This isn't just news. This is a seismic shift in NFL power balance, and the ripple effect will be felt across the entire league. To understand the magnitude of this signing, you have to look back at how TYREEK Hill has shaped the game in recent years. Since his days with the Kansas City Chiefs, Hill has been redefining what it means to be a wide receiver, combining world-class speed with a level of agility and precision that makes him a nightmare for any defensive coordinator. When he moved to the Miami Dolphins, skeptics wondered if he would maintain his dominance away from Patrick Mahomes. But what happened was the opposite. Hill continued to put up insane numbers, proving he wasn't just a product of one system, but rather a one-of-a-kind talent capable of thriving anywhere. Now, placing him within Shanahan's motion-heavy, innovative offensive schemes, the possibilities seem almost unfair. Every snap could be a home run. Every short slant could turn into an 80-yard touchdown, and every defensive game plan will be thrown into chaos the moment Hill lines up on the field. This is not just a piece added to the puzzle. This is like dropping a nuclear weapon into an already armed arsenal, and opposing defenses are in for a nightmare season. Fans are already calling it the move that could end competitive balance in the NFL, at least for the foreseeable future. And let's not forget the timing of it all. The 49ers were already considered a powerhouse, coming off seasons where they made deep playoff runs, but just couldn't quite get over the hump to secure another Super Bowl. Many analysts argued that what they lacked was that final spark, that ultimate X factor who could take the pressure off Brock Purdy or whoever was under center. By bringing in TYREEK Hill, the Niners have essentially filled that gap with the most electrifying receiver of this generation. Picture this. Defenses stacking the box to stop McCaffrey, safeties creeping up to contain Deebo, linebackers trying to keep tabs on Kittle, and suddenly Hill streaks downfield with no one capable of catching him. It's almost cruel, the way Shanahan will now be able to manipulate matchups, using motion, play action, and Hill's sheer speed to create chaos. For fans of the 49ers, this feels like Christmas morning mixed with winning the lottery, while for fans of rival teams, it feels like a nightmare that might last for years. This isn't just a signing. This is a shift in the very narrative of the league, a redefining of who sits at the NFL's top table. What makes this rumor, or perhaps soon-to-be-confirmed reality, even more compelling is the sheer financial magnitude behind it. Reports swirling suggest the deal is not only record-breaking in terms of length and guaranteed money, but also packed with performance-based incentives that could take it to stratospheric levels. We're talking about a contract that could surpass anything we've seen in league history, not just for wide receivers, but for any skill position player. The question everyone is asking is how the 49ers managed to structure this under the salary cap, considering the heavy contracts they already carry with stars like Trent Williams, Fred Warner, and Nick Bosa. Some insiders whisper about restructuring, others about long-term financial risks. But the truth is that San Francisco's front office seems to have played a masterclass in cap wizardry. It's the kind of bold move that separates franchises willing to gamble everything for a championship window from those content to play it safe. If it pays off, the 49ers could be looking at not just one, but multiple Lombardi trophies in the next few years, cementing their legacy in a way few teams ever manage. Of course, every move this big comes with its share of skeptics. Some critics argue that while Tyreek Hill is undeniably a game-changer, wide receivers can only do so much without elite quarterback play, and the jury is still out on whether Brock Purdy can consistently deliver at the level of a Mahomes or a Burrow. Others worry about Hill's age and whether his blazing speed, which is the foundation of his game, can hold up over the duration of such a massive contract. Then there are those who wonder about the locker room dynamics, whether adding such a high-profile player could disrupt the balance of a team that has prided itself on chemistry and discipline. But here's the thing, winning fixes everything. If Hill steps on the field and immediately starts torching defenses, those doubts will evaporate like mist on a hot morning. The NFL is a league that thrives on storylines, and right now, the narrative is all about the Niners rolling the dice in the boldest way imaginable. Love it or hate it, you can't deny that this is the move everyone will be talking about until the season kicks off. And while fans debate the potential risks, what's undeniable is the sheer excitement this brings to the league. The NFL thrives on spectacle, and nothing creates more buzz than when a superstar changes teams in a blockbuster deal. Ticket sales are already expected to skyrocket. National TV ratings for 49ers games are about to hit all-time highs, and merchandise sales could set new records. For casual fans, this is the kind of move that makes them tune in just to see the fireworks, while for diehards, it's the fuel that powers endless debates about strategy, salary cap gymnastics, and Super Bowl odds. What's clear is that the NFL landscape has changed overnight. The ripple effects will be felt not just in San Francisco, but across the entire league, as rival general managers scramble to respond, defensive coordinators rewrite their playbooks, and players everywhere realize that the bar has just been raised higher than ever. Whether you see it as genius or madness, one thing is certain. The San Francisco 49ers have detonated the NFL with the biggest signing in history, and the football world may never be the same again. Now here's where things get even wilder. Word around the league is that the 49ers weren't the only ones chasing Tyreek Hill, and that's why this move feels like a direct punch to the rest of the NFL's heavy hitters. The Dolphins obviously didn't want to let him go, but whispers suggest there were behind-the-scenes issues about contract demands and long-term guarantees that Miami just wasn't comfortable meeting. Meanwhile, teams like the Jets, the Ravens, and even the Cowboys were reportedly circling, waiting for an opening to pounce. But San Francisco came out of nowhere, moved quickly, and sealed the deal before anyone else even knew what hit them. That level of stealth and aggression from the front office is what makes this move legendary. It's not just that they got Hill, it's how they got him, catching everyone flat-footed and immediately swinging the balance of power in their favor. Imagine being in those other war rooms, thinking you had a shot, and then suddenly watching your entire plan evaporate in front of your eyes. This isn't just a signing. It's a strategic victory, a masterstroke that leaves rivals scrambling for Plan B. And the ripple effects extend far beyond the field. Already, social media is on fire with players from across the NFL reacting to the news. Some are hyped, tweeting out their excitement to see Hill paired with Shanahan's playbook, while others are clearly stunned, dropping cryptic emojis or flat out admitting they didn't see this coming. Rival defenders, in particular, are half joking, half serious about what this means for their Sundays, with some already hinting that trying to cover Debo, Kittle, McCaffrey, and now Hill might require divine intervention. This move has transcended sports pages and made its way into mainstream culture, the kind of event where even casual fans are asking, wait, did the Niners really just get Tyreek Hill? It's a headline that sells itself, a conversation starter at every bar, every office, every online forum where football gets debated. And for the NFL itself, this is gold, because a sport built on drama and spectacle just got its juiciest storyline of the year. Tyreek Hill in San Francisco isn't just football news. It's entertainment at its finest, the stuff legends are made of. But the biggest storyline might just be what this means for Brock Purdy. The young quarterback has already been a polarizing figure, with some calling him the ultimate underdog who's proven himself, and others branding him as a system QB riding Shanahan's coattails. Now, with Tyreek Hill on the roster, the pressure skyrockets. There's no hiding anymore, no excuses. With this arsenal of weapons, Purdy has the chance to not just silence his doubters, but to redefine himself as one of the premier quarterbacks in the league. Imagine him rolling out of the pocket, launching a deep ball, and Hill streaking under it for a touchdown. It's the kind of highlight that turns skeptics into believers. At the same time, though, the expectations will be brutal. Anything less than a Super Bowl appearance could be seen as failure, because when you put this much talent around a QB, the world expects rings. Purdy's career trajectory just changed overnight, and the spotlight on him has never burned brighter. This signing is either going to cement him as a star or expose every flaw under the brightest lights in the sport. The stakes could not be higher. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Meanwhile, rival defenses are already trying to brainstorm ways to counter this nightmare scenario. Do you play zone and risk giving Hill space underneath to burn you? Do you double him and leave Debo or Kittle wide open? Do you load the box to stop McCaffrey, only to watch Hill streak past your secondary untouched? There is no simple answer, and that's the beauty of what the 49ers have created here. They've built an offense where every option feels like a losing option for the defense. Defensive coordinators around the league are no doubt losing sleep, sketching plays on napkins at midnight, trying to design anything that can slow this juggernaut down. But deep down, they know the truth. The only real way to stop it might be to keep the ball out of their hands, which means offenses everywhere are going to be forced to take more risks, push the tempo, and play desperate football just to keep up. This isn't just an upgrade for the Niners. It's a nightmare scenario for anyone standing in their way. And here's the wildest part. This could just be the beginning. Rumors are swirling that this deal might signal a new era of aggressive, superstar-driven team building in the NFL. The league has always been more conservative compared to the NBA when it comes to blockbuster moves, but what the 49ers just did could change everything. If Hill to San Francisco becomes the blueprint, we could see more teams going all in, stacking rosters with big names in an arms race for championships. Imagine the ripple effect if the Cowboys chase another superstar, or if the Jets try to bring in a marquee receiver to pair with Aaron Rodgers, or if Baltimore decides Lamar Jackson needs even more weapons. The Niners may have just broken an invisible barrier, proving that even the most unthinkable deals are possible with enough ambition and creativity. In that sense, this signing isn't just about Tyreek Hill or the 49ers. It could be about reshaping the entire NFL landscape for years to come. It's bold, it's risky, and it's the kind of move that forces everyone else to rethink what's possible. At the end of the day, whether you love it, hate it, or simply can't believe it, one fact is clear. This is historic. The San Francisco 49ers have detonated the NFL with the biggest signing of all time, and the fallout is only just beginning. For Niners fans, it feels like the dawn of a golden era, a team so loaded with talent that the only thing standing in their way is themselves. For rivals, it feels like a nightmare, the kind of news that makes you question whether the season is already over before it starts. And for the league as a whole, it feels like a turning point, the moment where the balance of power shifted in a way that will be remembered for decades. Tyreek Hill in red and gold is more than just a headline. It's a warning shot, a declaration of war, and perhaps the first step in a dynasty that future generations will look back on as one of the most dominant ever assembled. However it plays out, one thing's for sure. Football will never be the same again, and we're all witnesses to history in the making. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.